Hey everyone, welcome to the final edition of South Carroll Soccer Talk Live. My name is Kevin Seymour.
And I'm Andrew Kessler.
And today we would like to just talk about the entire season and how the season turned out. The season started out really well with some big wins over some Frederick County schools. We beat Linganore in overtime. Anyway, the season continued on, and our only blemish in the season was a bad week where we lost to North Carroll and Century in the same week.
Yeah.
It was a weak week.
It was very good. Very good. Nice.
But anyway, we came on strong towards the end of the season, and we gelled together as a team.
Yes, we did.
We were rolling.
Yes, we were.
Toward the end of the season with a very large victory over county foe Liberty. Played on South Carroll's home field. I believe it was a 5-1 victory.
It was a rocking game.
Andrew, would you like to say a few words about that game?
Bicycle kick doesn't need to be.
Please, would you care to regale us in?
Well, I mean, 4 goals. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. That's again. I definitely 3 goals. Yeah, 3 goals. Whatever.
But who's
3, 4? Yeah.
But who's counting?
Yeah.
Once you
they
get
were
past
all,
2.
they were all for my mom, and she was just my inspiration. And the bicycle kick, of course, I ran right to the sidelines and gave the shout out to mom, and to actually the whole South Carroll, and all of that.
Which was a nice touch, I must say.
Absolutely. And I think I might have even kissed the coach.
On the lips, or?
When nobody was looking.
Ah, I see. All right. And while we're on the Liberty game, if I might, may I give a shout out to my good friend from the Liberty team, Mr. Quinn Corey.
And the playoffs started nicely. And
they did indeed. A 3-0 shutout victory over Francis Scott Key.
Yep.
Followed by a revenge victory over the boys from Walkersville. That victory led us into our final game of the season against county and foe Liberty. We had a wonderful season, and we would like to give a shout out to our team mom, Miss Cindy Mattingly. Please, a little round of applause. Yes. Excellent. Did a wonderful job. You can hear all the fans in the studio audience here clapping for you.
Yes. Now, I do have one question for you.
Yes, sir.
What started the whole, when you get announced, the whole JV on the side yelling, Kevin? Where did that come from?
It's a very good question.
Seymour, that's it.
It's a very good question, Andrew. I believe I can trace the...
Excuse me.
It's a very good question, Andrew.
Whoa. Wait a second.
What are you doing?
What's this?
We're just playing with the computer stuff.
Live from Mount Airy, it's Saturday night.
Let's kick him out.
We'll get
Very sad.
I didn't know you guys were going over the whole season.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, when you have...
Hello and welcome back to South Carroll Soccer Talk Live. I am the real Kevin Seymour, and
the real Andrew Kessler.
we are here to talk about our season. We finished 11-5-1. We had a very good season, and we consist of 9 seniors, a couple juniors, 2 sophomores, and a freshman. And Andrew.
I think we started off the season well with a few big wins and a tie against some really good opposition from Frederick County, like TJ. We beat 1-0, as well as a tie against Tuscarora and also an overtime win against Linganore. So in regards to that, I think we started the season off well, and we continued a good run throughout the entire season besides one bad week. Tell us about that week, Kevin.
That bad week, which we won't say much about, we lost to North Carroll and Century. That was pretty disappointing, but we bounced back with our Winners Mill game, and from then on we really turned it on for the rest of the season. And I think that game was 5-1, and after that we destroyed FSK, Manchester Valley. I think it was 7-1 and 7-0. Right after those games, we faced a tough Frederick County opponent in Walkersville High School, which we lost 2-1 in overtime on a very lucky goal. After that game, we stepped it up again and beat Liberty, which was just great for us. Andrew, you want to tell us a little bit about Liberty?
I think we came out strong, and it was on our home field, so we went out determined to show the county that it was truly us who we believe should be county champions, despite the 2 losses to North Carroll and Century. And we came out hard that game, and I think we really turned on the heat for that game, and we're pumped up for that. And we came out with a 5-1 victory, and we went into halftime at 2-1. And the second half, we just really turned it up from the first half, considering some motivating factors that we had against this team, which are usually there, but this time they actually took effect on the game, we think, and really stepped it up and started to tell them what's up. So, Kevin, what role do you think those 2 losses in the middle of the season played for us, considering how we came out after that week?
I think those 2 losses really actually brought us together, because we realized that we had to pick it up for the second half of the season, because we knew we had tons of potential and we wanted to make a deep run in the playoffs, which we did. But yeah, we really turned it on after that because we knew that we needed to step it up, and I think we did that. So it turned out very well.
Yeah, I mean, we had a big group of 9 seniors, and I think that's a pretty good amount of our starting 11. And that group definitely wanted to go out with a bang, and I think that we accomplished that this season, despite not winning any silverware. But we still definitely had an era of South Carroll Soccer donated to this team, I think.
Yes.
Considering the success we had our sophomore year, as well as this season with our deep run to the region final.
I think many of us, or all of us, will remember this season. It was a great season, and many of us have been playing together since we were little kids. So yeah, it was just a great season all around. But our last regular season game was against Oakdale, and we finished with a bang. We won 8-0 in that game, and that gave us some momentum going into the playoffs. We got a first-round bye in the playoffs, and then after that we faced Francis Scott Key, which we won 3-0. And then we got a rematch against Walkersville, which we won 4-2, and that was a big win for us. And then after that, we played Liberty. We have 9 seniors on the team. That consists of Daniel Almedo, Ryan Craig, Andrew Kessler, Kevin Seymour, Zach Beto, Ryan Van Fleet, Jeff Martin, Connor Kim, and me, Jean McCost. We all get along very well, and we were truly a family this season, and we played some great soccer, and many of us have been playing together since we were little kids, so it was great to have a good year this season. And our juniors that we have Brendan Mattingly, Paul Henderson, Danny DeFilippo, Isaac Lambert, Dylan Schischler, Kevin Ebling, Mark Jornlin, Ethan McBride, and Kevin Johnson. They are also a very good group of soccer players, and the future looks bright for them. And then our underclassmen that we have Phil Brino, Bobby Spears, who are sophomores, and we have freshman keeper Brandon Quinn.
You know, I think that big goalie change was a big step towards our success this year, and you know that was a great tactical move by Coach Bar Van Haren and head coach Tim Novotny. You know, we applaud that one because to have the brains to think of that one definitely took some upper level thinking, thanks to Tim's new haircut.
Looks good, Tim.
So moving out of a senior season, winning games, and moving through the playoffs and making a deep run throughout the postseason is a great way to go out as a senior, we think. But then as a team, we decided that we, in addition to going as far as we can and, you know, beating teams, scoring goals, defending well, we thought it would be a good way to go out as being one of the more respectable teams in the county in how we conduct ourselves on and off the field, how we respect our opponents. You know, we don't talk trash, we don't play dirty, and you know, we think that's something to respect, and we definitely stepped up in that way as well.
As Tim mentioned, no senior class had ever been to 2 regional finals before, so I think we definitely left our mark on South Carroll Soccer.
We'd like to give a few shout-outs to team mom, Miss Cindy Mattingly. She did a great job organizing team meals and getting our great pair of socks, which we truly appreciate because no one likes blisters. As well as to our coach Tim and coach Bart Van Haren, who had a great first year with us. And let us keep in mind that this is Tim's 3rd season as varsity coach. You know, I think that tells a lot about him to have success his first 3 years, and you know, I think he did very well stepping up to the head coach job. And then we would also like to thank our fans. A special shout out to Tyler Gaudreau and Matt Slagle for being at pretty much every one of the games. Basically, they come and they don't have a kid on the team. They don't, thank God. They come because they want to and they want to support the team, and they still want to be involved in South Carroll Soccer. You know, I still think that says a lot. And then parents, we would also like to thank you for coming out to every game, including the away games, because the South Carroll fan base definitely travels better than most. So we'd like to thank you for that.
Yes, we did have a very large fan base, and thank you to all parents and fans who came out to watch us this season. As Andrew mentioned, Tyler and Matt, thank you again. The 2 of them truly just love the game of soccer. They played here 2 years ago, and were part of the region champion team. And also thank you to Tim and Bart again. They did a very good job this season, keeping us focused and letting us have success.
Yes, thank you. Now moving on to the postseason, like we stated before, we came out strong with a big solid win, 3-0 against FSK, followed up by a revenge victory over Walkersville, 4-2. And then we moved on to the region final because of our first round bye, and this was definitely a huge game for us, considering it was against our county rivals, Liberty, who it's been a rivalry for as long as the 2 schools have been around. And you know, it was a big game. This was at Liberty. They were out for revenge against us for completely wiping it up with their face during the regular season, 5-1. And you know, I think both teams came out strong, and you know, we did exactly like we planned. We defended well. We got an early goal. Unfortunately for us, there was a questionable call on a penalty kick. We'll avoid that topic. Thank God. So, and then you know, second half we came out, 20 minutes left. We pulled ahead once more, 2-1, and then you know, I think we got a few unlucky breaks during the game, but we saved ourselves. And then unfortunately, 5 minutes until the end, because of field conditions at Liberty, we had 2 slips in a row, which led to them tying the game, knotting the game up at 2, and then that moved us into overtime, where we had a few chances, and they did as well. So the game could have went either way in overtime, and then we moved on to penalty kicks, which eventually led to our downfall, sadly. So I'd like to give another thank you out to everyone again. Definitely thank you once more, and signing off for the last time, Andrew Kessler.
Kevin Seymour.
Thanks again.
Thank you all. Coming up will be a video montage of JV first and then varsity.
Enjoy it.